Rats.
Checking just in case. We'll be good at that. Can I have another crust plate and something for potatoes and pancakes? Actually, we figured out we need something else. No, we need a tom for pancakes. That's fine. But we need something for potatoes. Correct.
Providence, be here in 2 minutes.
Yeah, tough loss for us. You know, dug ourselves in a hole, you know, by not having a sustainable effort, a disciplined effort defensively throughout. Our guys showed great resolve to make it a game. You know, and again, you know, plays, you know, didn't go our way down the stretch, especially defensively. And then, you know, good execution by them to foul with some fouls to give late. And then, you know, poor execution on the last play by us.
So, Coach, I was kind of going to my first question. You got the ball in bounds, but that was not the look that you wanted to get in the last second there.
Yeah, it was deflected. No. Yeah, no, it wasn't the look we wanted to get.
And Butler, they've struggled in the second half. They've had leads of 8 or 9 Big East losses. So you guys fought back and made it a game. Just what's it say about your team with the way they fought back?
Yeah, I mean, every team's going to fight. You know, no one's going to lie down. Guys battle. You know, to get in the hole was disappointing. You know, for us, credit to Butler, they made plays to, you know, withstand the charge and found a way. Butler's been in close, I mean, with the exception of our game in Rhode Island, they've been in every single Big East game, and they've all been tough. And those guys continue to fight and battle and, you know, deserve to win.
In the first half, I believe Bizjack and McCaffrey had three-pointers each. Did not have three-pointers in the second half. What were you guys able to do to take away?
Yeah, it got to him, you know, quicker. Some miscommunication on some threes. I think it was McCaffrey might have banked one and maybe a bomb. They made some tough ones. You know, number one on the game plan, playing these guys is definitely getting to the shooters on the perimeter. Didn't do it in the first half. Did a bit of a better job of it in the second half. But you don't need to shoot threes if you're getting layups. And they were getting layups. 40 points in the paint. Our defense just let us down. We waste a game. We make 16 threes. We waste it because we just didn't guard.
You mentioned the defense. Andre Screen seemed to give them a post presence. What type of element does he bring to their offense?
Yeah, he was good. It's disappointing when he does things that he can do. You know what he does. If you want Andre Screen to beat you with his left hand, you want to beat you over his right shoulder. You don't want him to beat you with his right hand over his left shoulder, and that's disappointing. But we got to get back and keep hammering home the message, so eventually we can execute to come out on the other side of these games.
Thank you.
You've been doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Beyond those stats, I know it's a new gig.
I see credentials.
I'm just going to walk off the street. How are you? I thought you needed one in your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We could have. Should have. But you never know.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you a story. I love those shoes. I went to college. My brother was. Dude, that's such disrespect for my mom. He left the walk and took the shoe. So now I'm wondering if I can't go. They're gonna force me. That's the yeah, he's like, I want your money. I want the damn shoes. I said, I'm like, in the schools where I walk in there. Never mind the rest. So then, he was like, school, environment there.
Start, and then we'll let them go, and we'll do a few for the band.
This is for either one of you guys. So you guys have had the lead or the tie, and I think it's 8 of 9 conference losses. So to finally pull out a game in the second half, just how's it feel?
I think it shows growth. We've had a lot of games, Villanova, North Dakota State, Austin Peay, I think Marquette too, that we had a lead late and we just let it get away from us. And today we did it. So I think it shows that this team is growing and that we just keep getting better.
Yeah, coach has been teaching us about like taking punches and giving them back. So today we gave punches and they gave us some back, but we came on top of it, and that's really all that matters. Just like we're playing for one another right now, and we're playing. I think we're at a higher level than where we were at the beginning of the season. So just to see like us playing well and keeping those leads and able to maintain and win games is a great feeling.
So
I wouldn't say turn the corner. I would just be like we're taking it one game at a time. I don't want to like push it too far ahead. So I think we just need to take it one game at a time and one result at a time. And if we win, we win, and we want to keep pushing it through there. But I don't want to say like we turn the corner and then like something happens. But I feel like we've made adjustments, and I feel like we've taken those adjustments that we made in practice and brought them to the game. And I think we've been doing that every day, and we're going to continue to do that.
And for you, the missed free throw at the end, but you guys were able to stop the final play there. Just how are you guys able to communicate and stop that last play to hold the lead?
And those are situations that we work on. We knew we had 2 foul to gives, and we wanted to foul. And after that, I'm pretty sure Finley kind of tipped that last ball. So that's a great play for Finley, especially defensively. He's been taking a huge jump in his last couple weeks for us. You know, they try to attack him, and he was just standing his ground, and he's making plays like that. So honestly, that kind of saved us. But after that, 4 seconds left, you just want to get a stop and get the rebound.
And at the same time, though, you guys did have a double-digit lead, and they bring it down to 1. What is said in the huddle there to keep you guys calm and you know, to pull it out? Because I would imagine that it could have easily spiraled when they started to make a run.
It's pretty easy. Just get tougher and win the game.
Same question, just how did you, once they started to make a run, how did you hold them off and not let this one slip away?
We've kind of been going through it all season. So, like, when the team goes on a run, I think we're mature enough and old enough to figure it out. And I think Coach has been really priding us on figuring it out even when things goes bad. So just, like I said, with me, Pat, Ja, being older guys, we need to learn how to figure those situations out. And I think we did today. So.
And for yourself, like, at a somewhat quiet first half, but in the second half, it seemed like you really kind of made it a point to find your offense and get going there early. Just how can you avoid those stretches of kind of quiet play, and just when you have it going, how are you able to just kind of score points and bunches in that way?
When things aren't going well offensively, I like to start focusing on my attention on the defensive end, just trying to do what I can on the other end to get my offense going. And I think I did that today with my defense, just playing defense and doing that. And I feel like when I play defense, I do better offensively, just getting in the flow of the game and getting like touches within the flow of the offense. When it comes to you, I'm just ready. So in the second half, I felt like I was ready for it. Stay within the offense, stay within the defense as well, and the ball came to me and made plays.
And finally, for either one of you guys, and I know you don't want to look too far ahead, but you know, winning 2 games in a row, just what can this do for confidence?
I think it does a lot. It shows that our work and practice is definitely paying off, and that we're definitely just getting better. This team, I would say, is playing more for March, so we just want to get better every day, and keep winning these games to build that confidence, like you said. And as soon as March hits, let's go.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And Coach, like I said, you guys have had leads and been tied at, I believe it was 8 and 9 conference losses. To pull this out, probably not the fashion you would have liked, but a win's a win.
Yeah.
How's it feel to finally kind of just to hold off the team and get a win?
No, it's a great feeling, and you know, you got to give Providence credit. I mean, 16 for 32 from 3 was remarkable. But along those lines, you know, I don't know, 2 months ago that could have demoralized this team when they just kept banging 3 after 3 after 3, and just like they kept moving farther back, and knocking them down. And I thought we showed resiliency. We had a great start offensively to start the second half. You know, we were scoring at a pretty high clip. But yeah, I'm excited we got this win. You know, it's hard to beat somebody as talented as they are when they go 16 for 32. So, you know, I thought we showed some toughness down the stretch when we had to.
And the play by Finley to get that deflection, Coach English said that was that really kind of threw off the play there. They weren't able to get the look that they wanted. Just what does that say? Because he not only did he guard the inbounder, but he kind of rotated and made that play there. The second play, it's
Yeah, I mean Finn was active. Yeah, Finley is really playing well right now, and you know, I think that's the thing in those situations. Sometimes you get in trouble if you're not aggressive. You play on your heels, and that's what I told him on the last one. Like, hey, be as aggressive we have to be defensively, and they did a good job of that. We didn't sit back and he kind of blew the thing up.
And John kind of mentioned it, but the progress Finn's shown on defense. I know he's been shooting with a lot of confidence, but you know, has he been able to kind of just solidify his defense? And what does that do for the team when you have him playing such strong perimeter defense?
Yeah, it obviously makes us better. And you know, you go back to game 1 at Providence. I mean, they just drove us, and finished at the rim. And obviously, you know, we'd seen them do that against Creighton the last game they played. So our game plan was we were going to try to take that away. And to their credit, they countered by shooting the lights out from the 3-point line.
And speaking of shooting the lights out, in the first half, Patrick and Finn, I believe they combined for 6 threes. Just when you have, you know, so many players that can spread the floor, and I believe the other day you mentioned they need to get hot.
Right.
When you guys are shooting like that, I guess that's what getting hot looks like.
No question. I mean, Pat even banked the one in, and I was like, I don't feel bad because they bank them in against us all the time. So, but no, that helps us. That opens the floor up, and you know, Andre, with the exception of his foul shooting, 1 for 6 or whatever he was, yeah, I thought he was a load down there.
And finally, so I know they didn't want to say that, but do you feel like this team has turned the corner?
I think we're headed in the right direction. I don't know if we've turned the corner, but I do think that we're in the right direction. You know, it's like Finley grabbed me after the game. He said, "How did you know?" Because I told him yesterday. I said, "Look, we're going to have a lead, and they're going to fight back in the game. And then we're going to have to be tough enough to win the game." And so I think from that perspective, we're you know, doing a lot of basketball still to be played. And as these guys said, hey, we'll give them tomorrow off. We'll come back in on Monday and find ways to get better.
And you guys have a week off between games now. Just what does that do for you guys? I mean, to heal up a little bit, to watch film. How do you use the time off?
You know, I'll be honest. We've been playing a ton in practice and you know, working situations and that sort of thing, and we'll stay with that. I mean, the fact that we just played Georgetown a week ago should be fresh on our minds. There's a lot of things that we got to get corrected going into that game, and we got time to do it. But they've got the week off as well, so it should be a fun one next Saturday.
And last one, Augusto Castillo left the program. Any comment on his situation and kind of what led to his decision?
I wish I could tell you. He said he was done. He said, I don't know who advised him or whatever, but you know, I love Augusto. I'll do whatever I can to help him at his next spot. But it was an odd one to me. So yeah, on we go. Yeah. Yeah, that was an odd one.
Kids.